Good morning, diligent diners. Pixel Chef here, and today we are starting a brand new series. A series that is very near and dear and close to my heart, and one that got me really into dungeon crawlers. And we're going to be playing it a little differently than what I normally do, because one, I like a little challenge whenever I play something new, and two, I kind of wanted to just share this, because there's not a whole lot about it. Welcome everyone to the Legend of Grimrock. Now, we will be playing on hard difficulty because I am a nightmare. So, monsters are going to be doing more damage. They're faster and their aggressiveness in combat. Now, we can create characters. We will not be starting with a predetermined party in old school mode, which is turn off auto map. I'm not going to turn that one on. Mostly because it gets really confusing. But basically, this game is a dungeon crawler. The way it works is you build up a party, and the party can be either of humans, minotaurs, lizardmen, or insectoids, and they can either be fighters, mages, or rogues. Every race, character, and ability have more and more interesting factors. And we'll be playing with a party of 4. However, I'm going to keep one of each race. And the big thing I'm going to be doing is I'm not actually going to play with magic this go around. Because magic in this game, as fun as it is a little bit busted. And now there's going to be a lot of little talking about a little bit of what this game is before we dive into it. So let's start off with our human. Let's see, I'm feeling... hard to say. Well, here's the thing. Humans are the most popular of the sentient races in the world. They are very adaptable and can excel in all professions. So this is your easy get out of jail card. And you know what? We'll keep Joe Schmo, basic guy. We're fine with that. Minotaurs. They are bulky, simple, and keen to violence. They are tolerated in cities only because of their ability to do labor that demands great strength and stamina. As you can see, they get +5 to strength, but -4 to dex, +4 to vitality, and -3 to willpower. They also eat food more often. So you know, these are your big beefy boys. Lizardmen. Social outcasts, generally mistrusted due to their capricious and deceitful nature. They are superb in tasks requiring stealth and dexterity. And lastly, of course, are insectoids. Mostly keep to themselves, rarely wander into the lands of humankind, and they're very arcanely based. -2 strength, +1 dexterity, -2 to vitality, and +4 to willpower. So they're all kind of built to be a particular class. And the way this works is each of these guys gain... They have health and energy, strength, dex, vite, and willpower. Now we have 10 points that we can bump other things up to, and I think we can only bump it up... Yeah, we can only bump it up to 6. Yeah. Yeah, we can only bump one up by 6 points. So we already know this guy is 6, so... Gonna want his strength up massive, because, you know, bring on the beef! The problem is he's not really accurate. So accuracy affects character chance to hit the target, dexterity, skills, and equipped weapons. So we're probably going to want to put the rest into dex, just so that way the guy can actually hit his targets without negatives. He's going to be a fighter. So, specialize in close combat, they are trained in a wide variety of weapons and armor. Very, very useful. And now we have skills. To use weapons and abilities, they need skill points. Now, Minotaurs, they only get 1 skill point, so we can put it in only one thing. The more levels we put in a thing, the more, like, little stuff that comes up. So, athletic. So, this is excellent. So, increases physical ability scores. So, strength, vite, health, stuff like that. Armors. Basically knows defensive stuff. And then they have to choose between axes, maces, and swords. And, of course, punching. Punching is, in fact, an option. It's not a bad thing to have unarmored. But before we start pumping more into this, let's take a look at our traits. Because right now we're dealing with our Minotaur boy, which I've already thought of the name for. Also, we have portraits. So we have Mutton Chops Gruff. We have Lean Mean. We've got basically I am Grogan. And then, of course, we have the calf with no horns because we have to have a female. And you know what? I think I'm going to go with the female on this one. I think I already have the answer for this one. I think she's going to be Beefcake. Yeah, good old Beefcake the Fighter. So let's look at her traits here. So all these traits give us little bonuses and stuff. And as you can see, one of them is labeled as Minotaur, meaning only they can have this. +3 attack power for each skull carried. Now, there are 10 skulls in the game, so you're looking at +30 attack power. Pretty good to take that. Now for the other thing, let's see. Aggressive, just more attack power. +4, it's nice, but it's also eh. Agile's okay. We do like our muscles, because strength also builds into attack power. But it also carries to carrying capacity. So, like, let's say we just chose 2 strength. So that those 2 points give us 1 attack power. It's not bad. Aggressive's just straight up damage, but let's see, we have aura, give us energy. We're a fighter. We can use some energy, but it ain't a lot. Some natural cold resistance, which we already kind of resist. Fire, cold, poison, and shock. Evasive. Evasion's not terrible. Damage from evasion activated. Dexterity, equipped shield, it's another gear. Fire resistance. Attack power when unarmed. Not bad, but we're always really gonna have a weapon. Vit is, of course, health. And it gains health for each time and helps to get rid of harmful conditions. Poison resistance skilled gives us more skill points, which I believe is these. Oh no, it's this. Strong mind and of course tough. I think since they started with very little skill points, I kind of want them to have more. So let's put 2 in here. You know what? We'll put into maces. Yeah. Maces and armor. That's our big boy. Or I guess our big girl. Next up, we have our human. Where the Minotaur, if you remember, had 10 points. So did this guy. However, he's also got 4 points off the bat. And another fighter wouldn't be bad. But rogues have like missiles and throwables and dodges and daggers. I think we're going to go fighter for this one as well. So we're going to want I think this one's going to be swords. We're going to do swords, and we're also going to do a little bit of armors. I think that's pretty good. Like, choose a weapon, choose an armor. Yeah, just a little more health, a little bit dex, a little bit strength. I'm not exactly sure where the best area for this is. Now, humans don't really have anything, so I'll probably pick up skill points, and I'll probably choose... You know what, we'll go with healthy. I don't have as much beef as, like, Beefcake does over here. Actually, I have a little bit more health than they do, but I don't hit nearly as hard. So with those 3, a little extra strength. Yeah, we'll put 1 in athletics. Now then, and we'll put this. We'll just call this guy Stabby, cause that's fun. Now our backline, we're not having any mages, so though I will talk a bit about mages, but I'm not really gonna show off anything about them this go around because, as I said, mages are stupid busted. So this guy's gonna be a rogue, which means this is gonna be very different. All right, so we have grumpy face, slightly less grumpy face, extra grumpy face, and melodramatic face. You know what? He's stuck with a Minotaur and Mr. Stabby, so therefore, I think I'm just gonna call him the Grump. Hello, Grump. And you're gonna be a rogue. Wish I can kind of see more of like what's down here. But I think I'm gonna have you on missile weapons. Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, and then putting assassination for reach. That way you can have like something in case he runs out of ammo. And traits. He is a lizardman. Doesn't get anything. So really only Minotaurs and Insectoids. Fascinating. They came out with a sequel where each of these races had a particular thing they were good at. Let's see. So I'm going to want you to be agile because Dex is very, very useful. And then I'm going to have... You know what? We're just going to have a very skilled group. So Dex is very useful here. A little bit of strength. A little bit of Vit. Don't really care much for the willpower. 3 more? Yeah, so we're going to have a little bit more strength. A little bit more missile weapons. Excellent. Which means this one's going to be my throw boy. Now, Insectoids. Natural armor. Oh, yeah, we'll take that. And... honestly, we'll just take skilled as well, so... Yep, throwables and assassination. That's good. And let's see, we have too many eyes, praying mantis, and slightly humanoid. Yeah, well, we'll go with the grasshopper. Yeah, we're just gonna call him grasshopper. Yeah, that'll be pretty good. All right, now points. So I want to round that up. There we go. Not sure about this guy. Again, I've never really done this before. I've always had a mage. So I'm very much curious of what's going to happen here. But I know I talked a lot about what's going on, but it's kind of a setup of, we're kind of dropping into it right now, so. But here's the actual plot. Oh, look at that. Mount Grimrock. A towering spire looms above the clouds, a weathered rock that has stood tall for ages, longer than the histories of men have been written. It is a desolate place now, only remembered when things need to be discarded or forgotten. An airship struggles to gain altitude as it floats toward the peak. Oh, there we are. There's our group. 4 prisoners, bound by heavy chains, emerge from the ship. The court accuses them of terrible, treasonous deeds, but by the grace of the king, their crimes shall be forgiven atop Mount Grimrock. Yeah, this is how they do justice here. Their final trial is at hand. Numerous prisoners have received their pardons here, yet none have returned to live their life of freedom. They are at the very top of the world, and below them only darkness and justice awaits. Yeah, we get punched down a hole. Or I guess, jabbed. As they are plunged down the open maw at the peak, their crimes are absolved. Everyone before them has perished in the guts of the mountain. Or will you be able to lead them through the dark, into the freedom that awaits them at the base of Mount Grimrock? Indeed. So yeah, we're a bunch of prisoners that just kind of got thrown down. Alright, so already we start off, there's a lot going on here. So you can use WASD to move forward, Q and E does quarter turns. As I said, I have played this game a lot, and oh man, it still looks amazing. And that's been a hot minute since I played. choose your fate, perish in the cell, or pick up the torch. So we can pick up a torch, and it'll light, but it has a bit of a timer. Now, you might have noticed this. Click it. Secret! There are so many secrets in this game. So, you're our throwing boy, which should mean you should have a torch. Lurker boots. I think it's probably better to have them on our front line boys for right now. So already we have a lot of stuff. So we have protection, evasion, experience points. So what you do is you click the hands, and you can even use the torch to hit. Now torches are on a timer. You take everything by grid-like. However, everything doesn't take turns. So you're just going to hold the torches for right now, Grasshopper. Alright. A cudgel. It's a mace. So. Alright. Lady Beef has her first weapon, and now we're at Punchy, so. Rocks. There we go. You're going to throw rocks for a bit. Now, everything we pick up has weight. So right now, I've already got 3.7, and I'm only carrying 3 torches. Now, there's another stat I haven't talked about, which is food. That's right. We have to find food as we go. Everything we kill gives us experience. When we get experience, we get skill points. And then we can dump them in here. And then we can see, like, all the big stuff. So as you can see, you can master these skills and you gain, like, big bonuses and stuff. Like athletics will allow us to decrease food consumption. Pretty good. Kind of wanted to go down armor because light armor, no penalty for wearing particular armors. Pretty useful. Dodge is their version of armor. Okay. So I need to find another key. Loose rock. Oh. I can't remember everything though, so I'm like, I think I remember that. But these torches do in fact... punch. There we go. And when we kill someone, we get stuff back. Since you have the highest carrying capacity, you're going to be the meat bearer. And when you run over someone, you can pick it back up. Alright, so you're wearing the lurker, so we'll give you the leather. Alright, we got a kniff. Skill with daggers. We don't have a skill with daggers, so... Throwing knives. Useful. Uh-oh. There we go. No, come on. Oh, wow, lucky us. So, we have snail. I think it actually helps us out a lot. I think it gives us a lot. Alright, we're gonna have you hold, because you're just chucking rocks. Another rock. Shoes. Who doesn't have shoes? You only give evasion. So, let's put evasion here. A loincloth. -1 to willpower, but +1 attack power. Honestly, I'll just put that here. Just kind of looking at all the walls, make sure I'm not missing anything. But it always feels good to come back here. Did I pick up No, I didn't. Okay, there's something there. More food. Too close to the pit, something needs to fly. So, just want to show this, but you can go in, fall. You can't fly, what can? So, yeah. Here's the funny thing about this. So they wanted us to throw it at a pressure plate. I mostly did that just to, like, show off a little bit of, yeah, you can fall down pits, and they hurt. Good, decent chunk. But there are also secrets hiding in them, too, so. Alright. So now here's our first real puzzle, which is heal my sight. We need to give him eyeballs. Yeah, there's something in there. And chuck, chuck, hit. Yep, we're just gonna kite you. Yeah, oh, don't hit Beefcake. Eh. Ow. Ooh, got lucky there. Beginning's always the hardest, just because you have to, like, balance all this stuff right now. And since I'm not doing magic, I'm kind of using a lot less firepower than what I'm used to having. Alright, so you're gonna hold this stuff. Yeah, I remember these things having some crazy levels of high-speed attack power. Alright, come on, you. Yeah. Away with you. Stab. Ooh, good crit. Can't reach. Wait, no, that's food. Why would I pass up food? Alright, you're gonna pick all this stuff up. I don't know what that opened up. Ah, over here. So a dagger. A lot better than this dagger. So we've been picking up this stuff. So like a rare herb that grows in swamps and other moist areas is known for its potent healing properties, and a delicious mushroom commonly found in deep underground caves. Legendary master chef of Northampton Palace values it highly important ingredients for his finest soups. So yeah, you might have picked up that there's probably a little bit of alchemy stuff going on here. A blue gem, and everything has weight. You really gotta like balance the weight levels. Ow. There we go. Another loincloth. Well, we don't have pants for you, so... Ooh. We got cloak. Tattered cloak. Evasion +2. We'll take that. And... Snail. Snail. More rocks. It's just more ammo. Alright, so... A little bit about spells. So what would happen is if you were a magic caster, you would find this... And you would need to put skill points in fire, water, earth, air, concentration, or staff. And then it would allow you to use spells. But however, it gives you like a 9-number key that you would have to open up and use. And it's very tough. It's very tough. But this item will actually be more useful to us as... a weight than anything else. Yeah. Gonna hit you now. Stabby, stabby. Next gemstone, excellent. Uh-oh. Ah, there we go. It's like, uh-oh, wait a minute. And we'll hold on to the scroll for now, because it's a good weight. Now, I think... Whoa! Right. Now, there is a thing about hitting, hitting things in the side are more vulnerable. No, I think these guys are actually weak to lightning damage. Ah, good old-fashioned square dancing. There we go. Now I think... It's a reach weapon, yes, so... And the other thing is the... Where is it? There it is. Legionary Spear. Yeah, evasion +5. Pretty useful. Ah, now we have these doors. It's, Doors of Iron. Great rewards can be found behind the doors to gain access. Look for small details and use your wits. Aha! This magical staff is a powerful weapon wielded by a potent mage. So you need spellcraft for this. Which, sadly, we don't have anybody with that. Ah. Crystals of Life. So the way these works is you touch them, saves your game, gives your guys full health, and then they'll regen over time. Up. Scroll of Poison Cloud. You need 3 Earth Magic. Alright, away we go. Now we're in an actual dungeon. Up. We have a whole bunch of XP now. How close are you? I don't know why you haven't gained XP. Maybe it's because you didn't hit something. Anywho's it. So we gained 4 points. So I want to go into... I want to get that, and I want to get that. Beefcake. Yep. And then Grasshopper. Throwable weapons, so... Then... which one does more? So, these have an attack power of 8. These have an attack power of 11, so... Right, my rule of thumb is always, don't hit anything until you reach a sort of... Like, no matter what, everywhere you go, there's... Oh, man. You don't want to really progress until after you hit a broken door. There we go, the grump. Alright, so you... You're my missiles boy. There we go. Oh, we got a hat. Protection 1, that's good. And we found another rock. Oh, so right there, our torch is dying. Alright, so I think we need to go around for food now. So you're gonna eat a snail? Yeah, that's pretty good. You're gonna eat the maggot. Snails go for the most? So we're just gonna eat all our heavy food first. Alright, we need a key for over there. Another rock. And we have other stuff. Okay. A doublet. Protection 2 versus... Honestly, I'll just put it down because it's... Wait, it does the same thing, but it weighs twice as much? It's weird. Silk hose. Protection 2 weighs way less. Alright, we got meat. Have you a dagger? Ow. Now stop hitting me. Ah, tiny little things that throw poison. Uh-oh. Yep. There we go. Another dead thing. Oh, wait. Compass. Useful. And a key. Don't mind if we do. I think... Oh, here we go. Machete. Attack power 9. Oh, yeah. So much better. My secret sensors are telling me there's something here. I don't know why. I was like, secret should be here. I don't see it, so... You know, could very well be losing my mind. It's not outside the parameters. The good news is all these rooms are kind of like carbon copy. It's not hard. Now, here we go. A big, scary, empty room here. Shelter left. Huh. Aha! Iron bassinet. So I'd lose evasion for wearing this, but gain protection. Protection is... decreases physical damage. So, I mean, yes. Yeah, I'd lose a little bit of evasion, but if I swap this around, That makes it a little bit less. Yeah, it's not bad. It's weird. My brain is telling me I'm missing stuff, but I know I'm not. Oh, hi, you. Rock. You kind of want to actually stagger your shots because while they're flailing, they can't attack while they're reeling in pain. Nope. Meat. I'm missing some rocks. Okay. Ooh, sandmole hide. Alright, we're actually starting to pass things down. I'm trying to remember. I feel like there's a way you can get into these cells, and I think it's a secret button. I might be thinking of a different secret, though. There we go. Aha, there's one. Ooh, poison arrows. Oh, yeah. Alright, so I opened the door. And we can look at the map, I think. Tab, that's it, yep. So there's the map, there's all this, there's all that. Again, I just feel like I'm missing something right, like here. Because I feel like this door would open. But there's also like nothing in there. Alright, let's go through the cells. Yeah, because we got all the stuff out of that, and that was fun. Alright. That's... new enemy. Oh, I do not like these things. Because I think they do a lunge. Huh, didn't show it. Let's see, what's this? No weapons allowed inside. Oh, okay. Oh, no, not staff, so... Ow. Well, at least now we're actually, like, hitting like trucks. Key. Fungus. Haha! Ooh, pointy shoes. I forgot they're actually called pointy shoes. Let's see. Alright, so protection and dex. I am trying to remember if swords are based off of dexterity or strength. They're not based on either. Okay, okay. So dex is actually probably better for my range boys. Hey, you finally get shoes. Look at you getting shoes. Dobby has got the socks, sir. Yeah, I'll take that back. Alright, need one more key. Holding cells. Enter thy grave. I feel like this is the actual thing I need to do. Oh, I want that. That's very useful. That's a bag. I want the bag. Oh. Oh. Okay. I do remember them hitting fast. And I think they can go through teleporters too. There we go. Pick up another shield, pick up another spear. Alright, where'd the bag go? There it is. That's what I want. I wanted the sack. Now you get a hat. Now, key. Excellent. So, the reason I like bags is because you can start shoving all this stuff in. And you can see from all the snail we're carrying, we kinda have a lot. Now, I don't think there's any other stuff in here, is there? I don't see any other goodies. I hear flap. Oh, nope. Nope. Alright, so we're probably gonna die here. But, you know, I saw they gave me a challenge. Enter thy grave. Okay. Hit you in the face on a rock properly. Yep. Rock. Okay. Oh, why did I do that? stab. Alright. We're just gonna throw this. Throw this. I'll pick this back up. Yeah, when stuff is on a plate, it won't let you pick it up automatically. Okay, so scroll of ice shards. That wasn't too tough. Cloak and bone amulet. Excellent. Now then, I just want to look a little. Okay. I mean, I hear flapping, which tells me, like, it's probably this room over here is going to send us somewhere else. As you can see, this is very expansive. Ah, there you are. Alright, let's go ahead and murder you. There it is, yep. There's that lunge. Aha! Alright, I got all my rocks. Whoa, that was a weird little graphic glitch. I trust no one in none of this. Did something here. Oh, this is the worst time for the lights to start to dim. Da 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 da. Ooh, all the levels, excellent. So throwing, yes. And you know what? We'll get a little bit of that beefcake. Yes and yes. Now for you, I want... Yes. Yes. A brass key, okay. Does it go into here? Ah, we need a whole nother key. Ah, ha ha ha. Oh. Alright, I'm in here now. Who wants me? Aha, mushroom. Mushroom, mushroom. I'm kind of surprised I don't have an alchemist set. I thought I'd find one. Sorry, I'm just trying to look into the teleporter and be like, there's not a secret button in there, is there? Where I can, like, turn it off and then deal with it? There we go. Now the grump is leveled up. Alright, let's see. Let's get you in. I want to get you to 12. That way you can just reach. Hatchet. Can't really do anything with a hatchet because I'm not skilled with axes. Oh, well, it's something I can throw away. Yep, cave nettle. Let's see. Now, the cave nettle was a fairly common herb that flourishes in dark places. It is used to treat snake bites in its prepared form. See, so we found Poison Bolt, Earth Magic 7. Okay. What opens the door? Ah. It is the march of the mushroom. The Mushroom King approaches. Look at him lumbering with his bulbous goose. Stabby, stabby. More food. Wait. Oh wow, we're getting better. Alright, so press the button, opens the door. I don't think I want to open the door just yet. Man, I'm getting up there in the way, but we're also holding out alright. You're only holding torches. Why don't you go ahead and hold this stuff? Uh-oh. I didn't realize the path behind us opened up. Uh-oh. This might be my death, actually. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is how quickly you can die in this game. But I think that's enough for this episode. We'll come back again. We'll go back in another round. Until then, this is Picture Seth saying thank you for joining me for my first play of The Legend of Grimrock again. No magic run. And I will see you all in the next course. Thank you very much, and goodbye.